Beautiful go-getters. Today, I was about to go for a walk on the beach, and something was like, no, you need to get to work. You need to get all of this done and figured out, and you have a message to spread with the world. So here I am. I'm with you now. We're talking about what's changed my whole life in business. And it's very simple. It's some simple things that I've learned in the past couple months, and things that you can actually do and implement with yourself as well. But also, these things take a lot of time to implement, and it's an art form. So I'm going to give you tips and tricks. However, this is something that I teach in my programs as well, about the art form and how to really emulate that in your everyday life. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about how um, in business, it's not about what you do, the title you hold. It's about who you serve in the world, right? And some tips and tricks about how to, like I said, take that into your life now and what you need to do in order to really fully be the person that is embodying that CEO badass. And you're making good money while doing it. So, the thing that changed my whole world is the idea that it's not about what you do, it's not about the title that you hold. It is about who you serve, how you show up in the world, and who you want to serve. So, for example, a little story about me. I started off in coaching about 2 years ago. Originally in 2014, I went to school for health coaching, so I was in that world for a while. And what I did was I just branded myself as a health coach and expected people to come to me. And then I got a little bit better at marketing and sales, and I hired some people in marketing to help me put my packages together. And then I branded myself as a self confidence coach. And that did fairly well, right? And in the meantime, I was still building websites for people and running my marketing agency, along with working a full time marketing manager job and for a few retail centers in town. And so I was running in that employee mindset, right? I was like, what can I call myself? What can I do for people, right? Who am I? What title can I hold in order to impress people? And it's not about that. It's actually about getting very clear about who you want to serve, right? And how you serve and how you show up in the world. And so when you look at it that way, right, you're going to automatically attract people that are your ideal client, and you are absolutely going to repel people that are not for you. And that's not a bad thing, right? Because when you have clients that are holding you back, or you're having to drag them along, or you're giving all of your energy to them instead of working with people who are ready to make the change, who are ready to buy the product, who are ready to buy the house, whatever your business is, you're holding on to those people who aren't for you and trying to force them into purchasing something that they actually don't want, not because it's not valuable, but because they are not ready for it. So it's about in when you're allowing other people to go, right? When you're allowing others to walk away from your product, it's actually helping you. It's actually helping you sustain your energy and your drive in order to go and find people who are ready, right? Who are ready to convert into clients, to buy your product. So therefore, you're not forcing anyone into your programs. You're not forcing anyone to buy your product. You're not forcing in. You're standing in your power. You're holding your energy, right? You're talking about how you are serving people, not the specific title that you hold, right? So, um, so I no longer call myself a self-confidence coach, right? I run a business called the BizBabe Academy. I'm the creator of it. And I also am a leading expert in activating women's businesses, right? Because that's what I do. That's who I am. I am a leader in the industry, right? And so when we start getting very clear on, when I got very clear on who I wanted to serve, I've always been clear on it, right? But it took that person to step in and say, wow, this is what you do. Let's put it out on paper and let's articulate that message very well so people know exactly what you do. And so you can hold true to who you are and who you serve and why you're here, right? And so, how do you do that? How do you attract the right people and repel the wrong ones? It's simple. It's like when you struggle with relationships, right? And you have that clingy energy. You see somebody's attracted and interested in you, and so you're like, "Ooh, come here, let's go on a date." Hey, Nita. Um, you're attracting, most probably they're giving you some kind of reassurance that you're beautiful, or reassurance that you're worthy, right? But you're actually attracting someone who's telling you those things in order to get what they want from you. So you have to be very clear on boundaries, right? So, for example, when we talk about relationships, you want to have clear boundaries, right? Because you are going to repel the narcissists. You're going to repel the people who are going to take your energy away from you, right? Same in business. Clear and strict boundaries, contracts, anything that states that this is who I am, this is what I do, take it or leave it. If you don't like it, I don't want to work with you, right? And so when you're coming from a place of that space and you're charging enough, right? So that's the second thing, is you have to charge enough for your product and service. Why is that? Right? So if you're charging enough for your product and service, again, you're attracting the right people who value your service. When I first got started in business coaching, I charged someone $90 a month. And then if they got clients, that they would sign up with me, right? That was the wrong thing to do, because I felt like I was giving so much time and energy to someone who was not implementing the things that would get them the clients. And so therefore she didn't get the clients and she didn't sign up to the program, right? And so very clear boundaries on the pricing. Pricing, you need to price accordingly so that for two reasons. One, so your needs are taken care of. Two, that the people who are paying you that amount of money are putting in the time and effort in order to get the result, because it's not just the coach or the businesses. I guess it is not just their responsibility. It is also the client's responsibility to do the actions to get the result. If they are not doing the actions that you're telling them to do, if you are a leader in the industry, then they won't get the result no matter what. And then they will blame it on you, which is where contracts come in. Contracts are boundaries for your clients. The third thing is who is the person that you need to embody, right? I know it's spelled embody, but who do you need to embody? Who do you need to become in order to sustain your energy? Because when you're getting seen, you're basically opening yourself up to a whole new realm of attention. You are serving in a whole new way. You are holding your cup for so many more people. You're responsible for it, right? And so in order to do that, you need to hold your energy, right? You need to create space for yourself, and you need to become, right? You need to become. So who do you need to become? For me, it's being organized, getting on camera, talking about my message, talking about all the walls that I need to put down in order to be who I am. I don't need to be anything but myself, right? And so by being myself and talking very clearly and saying what needs to be said, I'm attracting the right people and repelling the wrong ones. Some people are not going to like my messages because they want to stay in that, oh, poor me. I want to live in scarcity, right? I want to blame other people for where I'm at. Let me tell you something. 2 years ago, I split up with my husband and I became a single mom in a new country that I moved to. I struggled. When I entered into a business program, I had $6,000 that I had put aside for getting rid of my stretch marks for my babies. And instead of using that money for something cosmetically, I chose to join a business program. The first time they pulled money out of my account, I had $700 in my account when rent was due the next week at $880. I made a full sale, right, and covered my expenses for the whole month. So, therefore, I didn't give any excuses. I wasn't in scarcity mindset. I knew that I was going to make the money, but I had to commit to myself, and I had to share my message, right? I had to share it clearly, and I had to stand up and speak for the women who were going through the same thing. So, therefore, like I said, you have to embody the person that you want to become. And as soon as you start doing those things, the more that you become that person. So, that is the message that I felt like I had to come and share with you today. And I hope you all have a beautiful week, and I will see you all soon.